Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about something more serious than usual, and that is to do with this channel, the goings on and how we're going to be moving forward, because there's certain things that I'm a little bit uneasy about, shall we say, and a few things I'd like to say, and I may get a little bit Sarah Ingham about this video, and I am absolutely certain that I'm going to drive away some of you, and you're going to block me and hate me forever and ever and ever. I know this, and yet I'm still going to say it because it's the right thing to do. And the one thing that I do is I stand by my convictions, and I stand by what is right, whether it's the popular thing or not. So when I started this channel, it was about 4 years ago. Chris had just been outed for his little, extracurricular activities, and I just started the channel as like a joke, just to take the piss out of him, not really to expose him or talk about his allegations or anything like that. People seem to want to talk about and just take the piss out of him because he is quite easy prey, and that's what I did. And as you can see, I did really well off the first videos, and they were very popular, and it seemed like people wanted me to carry on, so I did. Over time, my channel evolved into a place where people could come and talk about the Inghams, watching their daily lives every day, so you could come and watch them on my channel instead of on their channel, and we discuss it, and I give my point of view, and sometimes it was funny, sometimes it was serious. It was a good time. Everybody loved it, and you'd come and give your opinions, and that was fine, and that was great, and that was lovely. However, over time, this evolved into a more serious hate campaign towards the Inghams, and I kind of get it because people don't like the Inghams, but some of the things that were said were completely wrong. I am not innocent of any of this. I said many things about Chris and Sarah in particular, and I encouraged people to say bad things about them, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't say bad things about them, because personally I think they deserve it. They are amongst the worst, right? However, this hatred towards Chris and Sarah soon spread upon the kids. The children started getting hate, and that was based on what I was putting out. I did my best to try and stop that and rein it in, and I put up notices at the start of my videos to say, please be wary of what you're saying about the children, because it's not their fault. Let's not talk about the kids, let's talk about the parents. And that was my way of trying to give a little warning. I've also put up pinned messages, pinned comments on my channel, on my videos, to try and remind people not to talk about the children. My channel as a whole has gone through a lot of renovations over the past year or two, because mainly Chris, as you know, tried to take me down, succeeded, and I came back and everything like that. People supported me, and that was brilliant. However, I decided to change the structure of my channel and the videos, and I stopped doing the daily reaction videos because, amongst other things, the videos were getting copyrighted by Chris, so it made sense not to use the footage. People complained because they thought that I should continue doing that, but that's another story. But also, I didn't want to show the kids as much as I could possibly get away with not showing the children, because I'm telling people that Chris and Sarah are putting them at risk by putting them out there on their channel, and I'm effectively doing the same thing, which is wrong. And I've tried to rein that in. I've done it a little bit, but admittedly I've still posted bits here and there of the kids, and that is wrong. I've tried my best, but I eventually decided to stop covering the Inghams completely. And if you remember, I did a whole video on my reasons why, and I got some support. Others thought I was being sold out. Others thought I was being bribed by Chris. I was not being bribed or paid off by Chris. I stopped doing Inghams completely. I started doing just other family channels, just other topics, and that really hit my channel. Nobody was interested. Out of the 8.4 thousand subs that I have, the regular views of 1.5 to 2k who tune in exclusively to watch the Inghams, only like 200 to 500 would watch my other videos, which is fine. Everybody has a right to choose which videos they want to watch. If you're not interested in one topic, you don't need to watch it. I do it with channels that I'm sub to as well. I only watch videos on some that I'm interested in, so I do get it. However, it's a little bit dispiriting when you spend all day, every day, doing a video on a topic and nobody's interested. That being said, it didn't deter me. However, due to popular demand, I started doing a few extra Ingham videos just because I was getting bombarded with people asking me to do this and that and to cover certain things on the Inghams. So I decided to, as long as I was not doing the daily reaction videos again, because that served no purpose. I would only cover things which were of interest and were important to cover. So I did that, and I've been doing that for the past few weeks. However, despite everybody knowing the reasons why I had previously stopped covering the Inghams, and then I restarted covering the Inghams, people started hating on the kids again. And this baffled me, because they know my views on it. They know the reasons why I stopped doing the videos in the first place. I started doing videos again on the Inghams so that people would have somewhere to come and comment and watch and, you know, about the Inghams. However, that was thrown back in my face by these recent comments. Now, this was a response to a comment I made on my recent video, the long one, the feature-length video on Sarah, and I put out there that Isabel was removed from school because she had been bullied. She was being bullied. And this person replied or commented, Isabel wasn't being bullied, she was the bully. Now, for anybody to actually put that out there, I'm sorry, that's just wrong. Just to call a child a bully. Yes, Isabel may be 17 now. She's still a child now, but when this happened, she was about 14 or 15. So it's wrong. You can't go around calling children bullies, even if that's what you think. I'm not saying that I'm right in what I said. My opinion is that she was being bullied, and that's why she was so keen to leave school. People are entitled to their opinions. You don't have to agree with my opinion, but you can't go around saying that Isabel was a bully. She's a child. You can't be calling her a bully. As a side note, I'm not quite sure where this rumour of Isabel being a bully has come from. I suspect it's from Tattle. I heard something a few years ago suggesting that she could have been a bully, but given that none of us actually went to the school, didn't witness any of this firsthand, I think to call somebody a bully, even if it's true, is just wrong. But to be so authoritative over the claim that she is a bully is just wrong on many levels. But not content with just calling Isabel a bully, this same person says, I heard that is why she was made bullying ambassador. I also heard Esme was a bully too. Personally, I haven't heard even the rumour that Esme is being a bully, but even if this is, I'm hearing a lot of I heard that these were bullies, I heard that doesn't mean it's true. That just means it's a rumour that you're passing on, and a rumour, particularly if it was started from Tattle, which is by nature a gossip site, I would not necessarily take that as fact. We then had, on the next video, I have somebody else. Now this, again, it was on a video where I put out how Isla was being used for content and how she was used, and the whole entire video was basically how she was being used and abused and used for acting for the TV show. And this person says, you can tell how Isla is always looking for attention. Now, I'm not quite sure why the need to point out that she's looking for attention when A, it's clear that that's not what she's doing. She's acting for the show. And B, even if it is true, why point that out? Just why? And then something a little less targeted to the children, but again, it's something that I'm sorry, but I don't think that this should be discussed. But anyway, you know, they conceived the baby they lost. So talking about a miscarriage, the baby they lost when sharing a bed with Jace. So basically gossiping that the baby that they lost was made whilst Jace was in the bed next to the two of them. Which, I'm sorry, that's just sick. And it's just not necessary whatsoever. Those were just a few of the comments that were received over the past few days. If I go back throughout my entire channel, I will definitely find a lot more, and obviously I've deleted a lot. However, we're going to take a quick look at Tattle. Tattle Life, as you know, is a source of consternation of me recently due to some of the things that they've been doing. And I want to point this out because a lot of my viewers are on Tattle. And I know a lot of you don't want to talk about Tattle because of your affiliation with them and the fact that you like reading them and that you think it's funny and the fact you may be commenting on there. So I get it. I know that. But here's some of the things that Tattle have been saying. A lot of this is recent. So this person says, broke my heart seeing the feral child Jason Voorhees trample Mila. Now, Jason Voorhees is the main character in the Jason movies. So you see what they're calling him, Jace. You know, that's what they're calling Jace these days, Jason. And then we have poor Mila. Jace couldn't bear the thought of her climbing the frame, getting the attention taken off the little brat. Calling Jace a brat. Jace is a true crime documentary waiting to happen. And I'm hoping that you're actually understanding why these comments are so out of order. It sounds innocent, but calling somebody, basically saying that a 3-year-old is going to appear on a true crime movie for, you understand. It's not right. Jace is a brat. He has no boundaries. Again, calling Jace a brat. There is no excuse for that whatsoever. Now, this is my absolute favourite one. So whoever put this, well done. Yeah, well done. Jace is one of those kids I want to kick. I'm just going to read that again. Jace is one of those kids I want to kick. Bloody brat. So I am struggling to understand how on any level you would ever say that in an actual sentence in actual real life. If you saw a child, a toddler, a 3-year-old in the street and they were acting out, they're acting entitled, they're acting like a 3-year-old, right? You would not, I hope you would not utter that in a sentence. I just want to kick that kid. Why would you? Just please, everybody, take the time to understand how incredibly wrong that is. And I'm calling out Tattle, by the way, right now, for leaving that up. That was written on September 25th, 2022. So only, a couple of months ago. Mila is covered in bruises thanks to Jace the brat. And then this one I've covered before. Does Jace ever shut the fuck up? Why are they allowing the brat child to scream on public transport? Damien's sweater is covered in chocolate, so calling Damien, from The Omen. I mean, is there any end to the nonsense here? And this person who wants to kick a child, any child, does it have to be Jace? Just any child, is it? Has commented again, saying this time, little Jeffrey Dahmer in between them needs to be sent to brat camp. State of his fucking hair. Again, I hope that you're taking this all in and understanding that it's wrong. That comment came about a week ago. So these comments are still up there on Tattle. Then somebody points this out and I'm fairly lost for words again. Guess which kid grew up to be Jeffrey Dahmer and which is just the same picture of Jeffrey Dahmer but with glasses and stupid looking hair. So first you've got a picture of a young Jeffrey Dahmer, and then underneath you've got a picture of a young Jeffrey Dahmer, but this time with girl's hair and glasses. They are pointing out that the similarities with Jace is uncanny, basically. Holy fuck, the resemblance is terrifying. How any of these people can actually come up with these things is beyond me, but let alone actually put them into words and post them on a public platform is beyond my comprehension. Gives me a Dharma vibes. And then this one I've also covered before. 3-year-old that has everyone running from because he looks so like Jeffrey Dahmer. And the comment about Isla eating everything in sight, which is just plain nasty, if you ask me. So those are the comments. I've included the ones from Tattle because they're particularly nasty, and people from Tattle watch my videos, comment on my videos, and vice versa. And I'm just saying that the whole situation with hating on the kids is getting so out of hand, it is not even true. If these people truly believed that Jace was any of these things, or that Mila was in serious danger, do the right thing, report it. Don't sit there on a gossip forum and gossiping about it, because it's a very serious accusation and a very serious subject. It's nothing to be gossiped about and laughed about, believe me. So now we get on to the future of the channel. I don't want to be sat here in 5 years' time talking about the same thing over and over again. It is pointless. It's achieving nothing. It's bringing hate on the kids. And the amount of people who sit there talking about the victims of Chris, that Chris's victims need justice. Well, what about Chris's real victims? And his real victims are his own children. So are we going to sit here for another 5 years and just talk about how Jace's hair is a mess, about how Mila can't walk properly, or how Isabel is a bully, or how Esme is annoying doing crocheting? Are those vital things to be talking about? Are they important enough? Is your integrity important? So the future of this channel, I'm going to be cutting down on talking about the Inghams pretty much completely, because I've tried to give leeway to everybody to be able to discuss freely in a calm, controlled manner. I've tried to control the comments to enable people to still comment, but I've failed. I haven't been able to keep control of the comment section. I don't want to turn the comments off. People enjoy commenting, and I don't believe in completely stripping people of free speech. But when it comes to talking badly of the kids, and not just talking badly of the kids, but talking about the kids, I don't think they should even be in a discussion. I've seen people talking about whether or not Isabel has a boyfriend or girlfriend. Should we even be talking about a 17-year-old's boyfriend or girlfriend? Should we be gossiping about it, basically? No, I don't think that we should be. So, as I said, I'm going to be cutting back on my Ingham videos completely. I will talk about them if they do something so obscenely bad, then I will bring attention to it, because that's what I do on this channel. I need to talk about the important things. But in terms of that, no. I will have to take the hit on views, because my non-Ingham videos typically receive about a third of the amount of views or less than an Ingham video, and the mere fact that only 200 or so actual people are supporting me as a creator is disappointing, but it's the way it goes. And it is also indicative of how many people truly care about child protection, and that's also disappointing. I've put up many videos, some really, really good ones. And that's not just me saying. I've put up some really important topics to discuss, some really important things. A few days ago, I put up a video about TikTok, and it was so important for you to watch, for you as parents to understand where the dangers lie on apps like TikTok, and it was important so much, and yet it got about 300 views, and that just goes to show how many people are actually interested in the things that I have to say. And again, that's disappointing, but again, that's the way it goes. I will also not be talking specifically about any other family vloggers specifically. I will talk about them as a whole and just discuss the dangers of family vlogging rather than specific people who do the vlogging, unless again it's something that's happened that's serious that needs to be discussed. Because again, I don't want to bring attention on any particular child. I will be talking about all different topics surrounding child safety, surrounding people safety, surrounding injustice in the world, and just to keep people safe and aware of everything that's wrong that needs to be addressed. In addition, I will be starting to do more true crime videos. I had always intended to do true crime, but I just never got around to it, unfortunately. The whole reason why I rebranded my channel to Raccoon Justice was specifically to incorporate some true crime in there as well. But I will be doing that because that's something that interests me, and I know it will interest a lot of other people too. I'm sorry if this video has upset anybody, particularly those that I've featured in the comments that I've mentioned here. However, it's been necessary to highlight the actual problem that we face on these videos. I see other channels every day talking about family vloggers and just ripping into them for nothing and not bringing awareness whilst doing so. I can't be another one of those. I can't, in my greatest conscience, just hate on people for nothing and take the piss too much. I need to keep some integrity and to keep people safe. Everybody, not just influencers, not just influencer children, but your children and you. To keep everybody safe, that is the most important thing, and I'm hoping that together we can do that. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope that some of you will stick around and will move forward with all the best of intentions. Thank you all so much. Take care and bye bye.